Mismong mga Chino'y nagulat nang biglang bumili si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos ng submarine ng Pilipinas. Base sa balitang kumakalat, hindi si BBM hihinto hanggat hindi nakikitang malakas pa ang Pilipinas. Dahil matapos niyang bumili ng Bramos, bibili na rin siya ng submarine sa Pilipinas. Ayon sa National Security Council, hindi na tayo pwedeng tawaging weakest pagdating sa defense equipment dahil masasama na tayo sa kategorya ng mga merong submarine middle power.
Critical ang submarine sa atin because it allows us an opportunity to monitor and increase our maritime domain awareness. It is also a deterrence on the part of the Philippines. So now that parating na yung mga Brahmos missiles natin, this month actually parating na yung ground systems. So next month darating na yung missiles, no? And we're entering the supersonic age. The capacities of the Philippine Marines na hawak ng Brahmos missiles will be significantly improved. We also want to do the same for the Philippine Navy, and the acquisition of submarines will significantly improve our capabilities. Alam nyo, for so long, the Philippine military has always been considered the weakest in our region. No? With the acquisition of these defense equipments, hindi na tayo pwedeng tawaging weakest. No? We will now become a middle power in terms of our armed capabilities, and that is a game changer. No, because that will increase our defense posture.
When was it the request made, and has it been budgeted, and what is the timetable for the acquisition?
Well, yung Horizon 3 will of course be subject to budget allocation. So for that, I'd like to refer you to the Armed Forces of the Philippines and the Department of National Defense. Basta kami sa National Security Council, we support the Horizon 3 and we support the acquisition of submarines for the Philippines.
Dagdag pa ni ADG Malaya, parang natakot din itong mga Chino mula nang bumili ng submarine at cruise si BBM ng mga missile. Kaya di totoong sinasabing nakalusot lang daw tayo, kaya walang nangyaring pangaharang. Sa dami ng nakabantay nilang barko, bakit tahimik itong ministro ng China?
It remains. I cannot speculate on these matters. No, best if you ask the Chinese embassy or the foreign ministry of China. We will do everything in our operational mix to ensure that our troops are supplied there. Hindi sila magugutom. They cannot pressure us to stop. No, we did not change our approach. The reason why there was no media embedding is because there was significant escalation in the last RORE. So just to ensure the safety of civilians, particularly the media, hindi muna tayo nag-media embedding dito. But our measured transparency policy.
Buwelta pa ng bagong komodor ng Philippine Navy, hindi na natin kailangang humingi ng permiso kung magre-resupply mission sa West Philippine Sea dahil ibain anya daw siya sa pinalitan niyang si Tariela. Mas mahigpit anya siya sa West Philippine Sea.
Philippine Navy in particular and the AFP General does not need to seek any permission from any foreign power. We could sail and fly in support of our constitutional mandate. So we could anticipate, but we don't speculate why they are there. Suffice it to say, the Philippine Navy and the armed force in general will continue steadfastly to support our troops in the West Philippine Sea.
Ayon pa sa eksperto, napapanahon ang pagbili ni BBM ng submarine sa gobyerno para hindi na pag-iiwanan ng Navy at Marine sa supersonic na binili sa Army ng Pangulo na magagamit para bombahin lahat ng papasok walang paalam sa teritoryo.
Let's look at the advantages of having the submarine. No? First of all, of course, no, it boosts the confidence, particularly that we are transitioning from internal security to territorial defense. This is very important when we have external defense where you have to procure sophisticated technology such as submarines. We already have the Brahmos missiles for the Army, and this time around for the Navy and Marines, we will be having the submarines. Secondly, yung self-reliance defense posture. Of course, that is very important. And as what you have mentioned earlier, no, among the middle powers in Southeast Asia, we're the least to have a submarine. No, Myanmar, which is not a major Southeast Asian country, has 2 submarines already, no, coming from Russia and China. Imagine that they have invested on that. But for the Philippines, I think it comes timely because of the collective deterrence that we are signifying also in the Indo-Pacific region. No, lalo na pinapalakas natin yung alyansa natin with like-minded countries, and here they come offering us different packages on how we could engage with them, and of course bringing about that submarine program with us. No? And thirdly, of course, no, this is important, particularly that there's a recent pronouncement coming from President Marcos, no, for the third leg of the revitalized military modernization. No? This will focus on the external defense. Tama po kayo, no? Panahon pa ni President Aquino ito, and especially during the dapat parte ito ng second leg of the military modernization. But what happened in the past administration, instead of buying a submarine, mas pinili nila bumili ng 4 o 8 atang corvette ships. Of course, for maritime domain, I think that was the intent. But all of a sudden, I think this is the best time for us now to have these submarines. No? It's like having an embassy at sea. Yun ang tawag natin dun sa submarine warship. No? So it will help us. Tama po kayo dun sa A280, yung area denial natin, sea denial. This is very important, at least para mahirapan din yung mga aggressors natin to come in to our maritime domain. And yeah.
Professor, hindi kaya kasi nung panahon ni Pangulo Duterte nag-focus sa internal security para tapusin yung insurgency?
Yes po. Tama po kayo, no? Nakita natin dun sa national security policy niya, nag-focus siya on insurgency and particularly on the Muslim secessionism, kaya nabuo yung war. No? I think that was the intent of his national security policy, and I think we saw a sudden shift in the Marcos's national security policy, where it is external looking. I think this is the most ambitious so far when it comes to looking outside. Medyo nag-iba yung paradigm shift natin ngayon, which is timely because of the geopolitical importance of our country and what is happening also in the region. I think it was also a call for strong deterrence because of our current squabble in our maritime territories in the West Philippines. Alam niyo po, nung nasa faculty pa ako sa National Defense College, no, usap-usapan na yan, and I think many of our sailors were already training in France. So yung mga sailors natin from the Navy and Marines, makakatas na yan magsalita ng Frances dahil na pinadala sila sa France to study, because it should jive. No? When you buy an ammunition or sophisticated technology, it should jive with your human resources. So ititrain mo rin sila. No? Hindi yung bibili ka tapos saka mo ititrain, dapat sabay yan. So I think there's no problem with
That's the human resources. But what about
we have already pinadala na natin yan sa Indonesia, sa Korea, at saka sa France.
What about sir,
we're ready for that. I think kasama yun sa package. What I've heard from my former students who are now commodores in the Navy, sinasabi nila kasama na rin yun sa mga package. No? That's the reason why it's very important when you deal with countries. No? This is part of naval diplomacy. When you buy something, kailangan may diplomasya pa rin dyan, kasi makikipag-usap ka kung paano yung maintenance. Kasi there are some countries, even the US, no, yung nahirapan tayo sa pagbili ng kanilang mga gamit, kasi may mga restrictions din sila. No? Especially during the past administration, where we had we tried to pivot to China and of course to Russia. Medyo may competition dyan sa market din, military market din, kung sino yung mga kaninong bansa tayo nakikipag-ugnayan. I think it should follow the rule. No? Kaya nga ang may tinatawag tayo na international defense and security engagements. Tinitingnan natin yung hierarchy of countries, sino yung allied countries natin, sino yung strategic partners natin, kasi kailangan natin i-back sila dahil dun tayo kukuha o bibili ng mga gamit sa kanila. Because it's so hard for us to buy something, especially if it's very expensive, tapos yung mga parts hindi mo rin makukuha sa kanila kapag nasira. Unang-una, iba yung lingwahe. Pangalawa, iba yung technology. Pangatlo, ayaw nilang magbenta minsan kapag nasira. So those are the things that we have to consider also when buying expensive armaments such as submarines. Tama po. Yeah, I agree with you po. But that's the reason why this should be part of the discourse during campaign seasons. Like say for example, magkakaroon na naman tayo ng election next year, no? Dapat parte ito ng diskurso, ng mga conversations natin. Because of course, many of our lawmakers also are not aware of these parameters, no? Itong mga politics of and legal diplomacy also. So we need them also to, because of course no, sila yung mag-approve ng budget natin, particularly on defense and security. So they have to be informed of the nitty-gritty of this, no? Kasi hindi po barya-barya yung pinag-uusapan natin. These are people's man, no? These are part of the public investments. So of course, no, sanga-sanga po yan. We need all the lawmakers who have appreciation for national security, and at the same time, we should continue with our diplomacy with like-minded countries who would help us to modernize our armed forces. No? So, parte po lahat yan ng proseso, and we should be tact and of course precise and also strategic in terms of our engagements with them.
Ngayon, ikaw bilang Pilipino, ano ang masasabi mo at reaksyon sa balitang ito? Mag-iwan ka ng komento sa ibaba at atin pong babasahin isa-isa.